This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2014 Ford F250 crew cab long bed XLT. It's a 6.7 liter Power Stroke turbo diesel, and it's four-wheel drive. It has 19,380 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company 100 miles away in Phoenix. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Basically, the insurance company's attorneys don't want to see this thing ever again in their lives. So after they paid out a fortune on this truck, they don't want to see it again. And the way they do that is give it a salvage title. That means that I sell it to you, you go off and kill yourself in it, and a lawyer finds out that Geico or Progressive or State Farm owned it before me. If they gave it a clean title, that would imply some sort of warranty or guarantee, and you would obviously go after their money because they got a lot more than I got. So the way they prevent that is by giving it a salvage title. It's basically lawyers, and this truck is sweet. Anyway, we get them here, we do a 2-hour inspection. This is the most boring inspection I've ever seen. There it is. It needed a windshield. You'll see in the before pictures, we give you before pictures. Basically the windshield was smashed out right there. All right, to hide the to steal the VIN. I'm sorry, to steal the VIN. So in the state of Arizona, the cops here had to give it a new VIN, and there's the VIN right there. All right, so the windshield was broken to steal the VIN. Now, interestingly enough, the Carfax reveals that it was stolen brand new. I mean, it probably was stolen from the dealership in Kentucky, and then driven here, kept here for a little while, and got to 19,000 miles before they found it. Also in the before pictures, you'll see they had a white grill. I think what they did is they took they had the original black grill on it, and they painted it white to change the way it looked, so that it wouldn't be so obvious that it was the truck they stole. So we were going to remove the paint off of that thing, but it would have looked crappy, so we just bought a brand new grill for it. But there'll be 4 before pictures you'll be able to see. We did give it an oil change. The oil was, it wasn't terrible, but I figured for this truck it probably deserved new oil, obviously. Other than that, it's exactly the way we bought it, and it's a lot of truck. Tires look like they're probably, gosh, 70% tread left. I'm going to walk around this thing, show you what's happening here. It's very quiet. It's a Saturday morning, and we decided to come in here early because it's still supposed to be about 110 today. We're going to go for records here in August. So I'm going to take this to the picture spot that we have next and take some pictures. Those pictures are HD pictures, and you'll be able to zoom in on them. There's a little device that allows you to click on it that will allow you to get really, really close. It's like having your face up against it. So cosmetics should never be an issue here, okay? So please use that device. I don't want to hear about a scratch. I don't think there is a scratch in this thing, to tell you the truth, but maybe there is if you could find one. If there is one, you'll be able to find one if you look at the pictures long enough. Wow. This is a boring video. Great, I love boring. Boring is good. Ah, I found a scratch. I just found a scratch. I've been looking down the sides of it. There's one right here. Boy, that's being some ticky-tacky, isn't it? There's your remote. I'm gonna fire this thing up. Sorry about the glare of the sun. Not the best time of the day to be doing videos, is it? Alright, let's see. I'm so used to the other trucks that we have. We're getting used to the clusters on these 14s. This is our second 14 now. We get used to a lot of stuff on these things, like how to open the hood, God. Whole new learning curve now. These things are starting to pour in now, these 14s. Boy, they quiet. Holy cow. They're barely running. So quiet. I'm not sure what they had hooked up here. There's a little toggle switch on the dash. I imagine they had something going on. A light package or radio or stereo or something. I'm not sure. I know one thing. This thing's pretty much a new truck. And I locked it because I always do that when I'm doing these videos. Especially when it's getting hot. I tend to do that. Not sure why. Only when it's hot and uncomfortable do I make these videos longer than they need to be. This one's it can be about 2 minutes. There's not much to report here. Oh, see this? There's the cables coming out. So you might have had some sort of a box or something underneath the. There you go. Yep. Some sort of a stereo system underneath the seat, which might have been why they stole it in the first place. I don't know. Interesting. No, we'll leave them there. So whoever, those are expensive cables. Someone might actually want to do something with them. Door locks. Here's that salvage, one owner, and it's pretty boring. It's actually another first, one page of this. Stolen report, 12/19 of 2013. Manufactured, and I mean, it looks like it got stolen from the dealer. Then they have a title here. That's when I mean, there's nothing there. So it was stolen in Kentucky and driven to Arizona and driven for a little while. I did notice it does have a USB cable for the radio in the glove box, which is probably aftermarket. It's got this, it's got that. You just go like this to get it down. All right. And if this was a short bed, I'd drive this home this weekend because, yeah, that excursion over there that I'm driving is gigantic. Let's see. There's driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window, door locks, out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up, down. Now it's an XLT with a vinyl floor, which I think is really cool. I really prefer that to carpet, just because it's so much cleaner, so much easier to maintain. Maybe it's because I buy a million details. Let me turn the air down so you can hear me. I buy a million details a month, so easier to keep clean is better. Let me get out of the glare here a little bit. There we go. All right, there's your cluster. So we have 19,384 miles. Radio, let's see. MP3 capable, CD player. All the settings work on the air. Let's see. Temperature on the air. Oh yeah, boy, that got warm instantly when I turn it up this way. Instant warm. This one here. Alright, let's see. We'll turn that down so you can hear me now. Alright, got this guy. Let's see if we can do that. On and off. Okay. Tow haul. This is me doing that. There you go. I'll put it into neutral. Got a floor shifter for a 4x4. I gotta get the center console out of the way. There we go. Now we're in 4 low, I mean. Drive. We put it in 4 low, you get the slip light. And it goes away when you go into 4 high. Now I'm in reverse. That works fine. This thing is like brand new. That's gonna be 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. I can't believe how quiet these things are now. And reverse. This thing's a brand new truck. Somebody's gonna save a fortune on this thing. I mean, it's still gonna be a lot of money, but compared to what they are with a clear title, a lot of money is gonna be saved here. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're gonna pay, first of all, you gotta have insurance, okay? And you gotta have plates. You can't get them, either one, on salvage titles. So we have to take it to the cops, get it inspected. They do a level 3 inspection. We take that, the salvage title, the motor vehicles, and get what's called the restored salvage title. Then you can get plates and insurance, so that's mandatory if you're gonna drive it home, obviously. We charge $200 to do that for you before you get here, before it ships out. It's a minimum of 4 hours of our time, and sometimes up to 10 hours of our time. We're required to stay with the truck at motor vehicles, even when they're not touching it or doing anything. So it can get real labor intensive if it gets out of hand and there's other police action going on and they just have us sitting in their bay forever while they're catching robbers. So let's see. So it's $200 to restore the title. It's $250 for the dock fee, and taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay a total of 5% tax, $250 dock fee, $200 to restore the title. Basically, add 2% to your state tax, and then $250 dock fee and $200 to restore if you're going to drive it home. If you're gonna pay by wire and ship, just pay the agreed upon price. That's all you're obligated to pay. And I strongly suggest you add the $200 to have us restore it before it leaves, unless you're 100% positive you can get it done easily with the salvage title we're gonna give you, the bill of sale, and the truck itself. So that's all we're gonna give you, okay? That's all we have. Let's see, what else? Deposits, get your deposit. And once we have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. The last thing I'm gonna say, warranty. Because it's on the salvage title, the warranty is gonna be waived. We don't even call Ford anymore. The only company that keeps their warranty in effect almost every time on a salvage title is Toyota and Lexus. Everyone else voids them. So just assume this one's void. If it's not, good for you, but just assume it is, all right? Might be a call you wanna make, but you could buy it. They may tell you it's good, and you may buy it, and then a week later it'll be bad. So just assume it's gonna be bad eventually, all right? We're not here to tell people what they wanna hear. We will have plenty of people all over this truck for the price we're gonna sell it for. We don't need to get screamed at over, BSing. So that's the deal, all right? So, just know that that's what you're getting into. That's part of buying, a salvage title vehicle, even though it hasn't, it does have one scratch. That's the damage on it, is that little scratch behind the bed. But, there's some give and take here. And to save, 10 or 12 or 13 or maybe even 15 grand, you're gonna have to give up the warranty, which all that means is you need to change the oil in the filters, really. And you're going to have less resale value, but you're also going to pay less money for the truck, so it's all relative. Boy, this thing rides like a car. Very nice ride. There's nothing going on here, people. This is a nice truck. It's absolutely as nice as any truck you'd buy at the dealer. Absolutely. So that is it. Please make sure you pour over the pictures. The title will be in the ad, video, etc. Thank you for your time.